Hey y'all, it's your girl, DaBeautifulKey, and I am the founder of the only Reiki Powered Tea brand in the world, Kie Specialty Tea, and I'm here with 101 with Jerm.
Oh man, we're back. This is episode 128. I lost track. That fast. Episode 128, 101 with Jerm here on the FOMO Podcast Network. Man, I got something different in the building. Someone different in the building tonight. She's gonna explain the products, the lovely teas that you see on the table. The beautiful Key is in the building. How are you, Mel?
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm very blessed and highly favored.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear on this good Saturday evening.
Yeah, right? Thanks
Most
for having me here.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We met at my brother Jamie's listening party
Yep.
for Solange a
hmm
couple weeks ago. Well, almost I'm about to say a week, couple weeks ago. It was almost a month ago,
Yeah.
and here we are
Yeah.
having a conversation. I told you it wasn't gonna be too long. I like what she was telling me at the listening party. I said I gotta have you on just so you can
Yeah.
come and talk your talk. How are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here.
We're excited to have you.
To chop it up with you.
Yes, ma'am.
And get stuff popping.
That's what you're supposed to do. Now you are the owner of Reiki. Did I say
It's Reiki.
Reiki?
Reiki. So Reiki is
Reiki
a form
teas.
of healing. It's a Japanese form of healing, healing by hands, through hands and intention.
Okay.
So if you ever heard of positivity water, or positive water, or happy water, it's water that you drink that makes you happy.
Okay.
That's another example of Reiki powered, being that the intention put in there. It gives you the intention that they put in there is to make you happy, and that's what you get. So it is basically that mixed with a little prayer. I charge all my herbs, and I make them myself. Each tea bag you can use up to 3 times, which makes it so unique. And I also have the only sea moss iced tea on Walmart.com.
Yeah, we saw. I saw. Well, we. I'm about to say we saw that. I saw that. I saw that, and you're trying to market to 7-Elevens and Targets. And,
Oh, it's already
oh, it's there.
selective 7-Elevens,
Look at her.
racetracks up in North Dallas.
Okay.
Because I recently moved from Dallas. I stayed in Dallas for the past 5 years.
Oh,
Now I
so you're
just
from Houston?
Yes, I'm from
Okay.
Houston. Yeah. Yeah, so it's already in there. Definitely looking to get it into HEB, Target, and Kroger
Yeah.
in the near future. So yeah, just give more placements.
Most
and
definitely.
working. Yeah.
That's all. That's all it's about. So, how did you get started into doing teas, and what got your interest peaked into that?
Well, I had 3 flavors. I started when I first designed it, and it was Sing Better, which, because I'm a singer, I wanted to focus on something putting that would represent me and
Yeah.
I could utilize with the studio. I had Feel Good and Stress Assassin. Those were my 3. I created the tea because my grandmother's diagnosis with cancer. She had stomach cancer and few other cancers as well, ovarian and stomach mainly. And my grandma was diagnosed 6 years ago, and she's still fighting now. She's on and off chemo pills every once in a while, but other than that, she maintains the cancer. Still fighting. So
Yeah.
that's why I created it, to try to help combat the chemotherapy side effects that she was going through.
Most definitely.
She took a ton of pills, just for this, for cholesterol, for that, for the radiation, all of that. And I was just trying to find a way to lessen that in a more natural way.
I understand
And that's where
that.
it started.
So, how did you get like the herbs, and did you search all this, or how did it come about?
Heavy research up to a year, testing it as well, trying out. Like I said, I started off with only 3. Now I have 15 flavors.
Right.
But testing out the main issues that she was having and the main herbs that would help with that. So Feel Good was respiratory clear, and it also was a great allergy relief. And also Stress Assassin brings down your blood pressure, relaxes you, and puts you to sleep eventually.
Right.
And the other one, Sing Better, which I created. It's now labeled Feel Good. I tried to incorporate that for me as far as the title, because I was in the studio a lot and recording music. But that one is a great throat soother when you have to take all the medicine stuff and your throat gets really fiery through that experience.
Right.
So those were the three that I started with, and it kind of expanded from there.
Entrepreneur. Now, I did read that you're not just an entrepreneur. You're also pretty smart. You have your master's in forensic counseling.
Yeah, look at you doing your research.
Always.
Yes, I am somewhat of a nerd.
That's not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
That's not a bad thing.
I love learning. I've always been in school, and this is the longest time I've been out of school, and it's been 2 years. In August, it'll be 2 years. Definitely going back. I don't know for what yet. But yeah, I enjoy criminal justice. I enjoy the criminal mind, and it's funny. I was in creative arts all up until my junior year of high school, and then I got into criminal justice really heavy. I graduated with my 911 dispatching license and with my associate's degree. So I graduated from Nimitz High School.
Are you on the north side?
Yeah. All about that north.
Oh. Oh no!
Yes,
not the north.
yes, the north.
Oh man! So you're a nerd, as you say, but I don't think you're a nerd. But you're an entrepreneur. You're also a singer as well.
Yeah.
So what were some of your influences growing up? Like, who were you listening to? Who were you?
Great question.
Who were you touched by? Who you was like, man, I could be like this, that, and the third.
So I would say who I was listening to. You know, we always listen to who our moms, whoever our moms listen to. So my mom is a huge R&B head. So R. Kelly on down to Ozzy Brothers.
Sylvester.
Yeah, you know, on down, you know, some good Stephanie Mills, good R&B music.
Right.
And the only time she listened to rap, it'll be Tupac, LL, or the Beastie Boys.
Mom was old school for real.
Yeah, for real. I couldn't listen to nothing else. And you know, this was before we had our own internet and our own computers and stuff. So I used to be rewarded with the burnt CDs. You go to the burnt CD man whenever I get a good report card or whatever. So I'll write my list.
Your own.
Yeah, but she still controlled that because I remember a list I had. It was Bow Wow's new album, Romeo's album. Aaliyah had just died, so it was her I Care For You album.
I remember that.
And I squeezed in, like I wrote small Lil' Kim. I think it was her Jump Off album that came out, and I wanted it really bad. And I don't know, I was a kid and I thought that, you know, maybe she would just hand the list to the bootleg man and then he'll hook me up. He handed that list so quick back to me, and she was like, I'm so disappointed. Need to find somebody else. I'm like, oh.
Dang, you read the list that quick, Mom?
Yeah, I'm like, golly, she ain't let me make it. So I didn't have a choice to choose my own music until, you know, LimeWire days. So once I did, the music that I was into, big pop head. I'm a huge Mariah Carey, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera fan, Pink. When Kelly came out with her dance era, a lot of people don't give her credit for. Paramore, I was huge on alternative rock, Linkin Park, Hoobastank. You name it. Yeah, that was my music. But then I also can listen to rap, like this track in the background, you know, from Tupac because of my mom, from Wayne. Wayne and T.I. was my favorite rappers. Jeezy, Ross, so Eminem. So yeah, Boosie. Can't forget Boosie.
You was a big Boosie fan?
Yeah, huge Boosie fan when Boosie first came out. And everybody was questioning, oh, he sound funny. I was on Boosie. The Badass Volume 1, I have that album. Yeah.
Oh, she a fan.
Yeah, fan. Yeah, been down when he was in jail. Fan. Wrote to him.
No.
Bought merchandise. Got a free Boosie hat. Yeah, I'm a fan. I've actually worked with him as well.
Yeah.
So when I got older, so that was really cool. Yeah. My taste varies. I would say I have a pretty broad taste, but I'm a huge pop head. It's either pop or those are the rappers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you what age did you start writing and composing your own music?
12.
Oh,
the
wow.
first song I wrote was called Boy Crazy. and I explains a lot. I was looking out. I was in the 6th grade. I was looking out the window, and my crush. I had like a crush for like 2.5 years until I got my first boyfriend. I liked him like forever. He was the cutest thing to me. You couldn't tell me nothing. But I wrote the song looking at him standing in the restroom line. You know, we used to have the restroom lines and stuff. I was like, there go my boo. And I wrote the song. So yeah, my first song I wrote was Boy Crazy. And it was a little pop feel to it. So yeah.
Yeah. Did you ever dance to it?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah, I wrote a lot. The first time I recorded, my stepfather, when my mother met my stepfather, he was doing music. So I used to sneak in there and try to figure out, you know, how to work it. And I think I was maybe 15, and I recorded for the first time myself. And I was, you know, I forgot what the song, but I know I was talking about these hoes be hating when I'm in the club, and it was an old club bop, and I was jamming.
And she ain't been to not one club.
I wouldn't say that.
Oh, she was in the teen club? Hold on now. Talk to me.
I definitely don't like clubs as an adult because I was in there, and so
you was in there young.
Yeah, I was. And my stepfather used to try to teach me lessons, like not to grow up too fast. And that was some of his lessons to take me out. I didn't get it, but
don't grow up too fast.
I guess it helped. Because I can't stand clubs unless I'm getting paid. Yeah, I'm not a club person at all.
I know.
Unless we dancing, we on Montrose. I got to be dancing. I either got to be on Montrose at a gay club or at a Caribbean club. I want to dance when I go out.
You be out there on the floor?
Yeah, I want to dance. Or if I'm a chill, then take me to a hookah lounge or somewhere with some live music. No, I don't really like clubs. So, yeah, it's funny.
So what is besides your teas, what gets you in your zone to write, to record, to get in tune? Do you produce your own music?
Actually, for Volume 1, Sipsy Volume 1, me and Christopher Jordan, mixed by Chris J. He's an engineer at Barron Studios. He's been my engineer since I was 21. I'll be 25 this year. Or AKA finally in my 30s.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, but you know, women are different. You know, as soon as we turn 30, everybody deems us as, you know, 80. But
you like a fine wine. I'm 35.
I think so.
You only get better with age.
I think so too. I appreciate it. You know, it is what it is. But I actually, me and him made 2 beats from scratch. We made Starker Visions and Melanin Pop from scratch from the Volume 1. So yeah, I'm definitely hands-on. It's one of the things that takes me so long, because I'm definitely hands-on with the beat and producing. This Volume 2 this time, that'll be released this fall. It's more upbeat. Like this, for example, No Footage playing in the back. That's the first single off the project.
That's on her head as well.
Yeah,
No Footage.
No Footage. Of course, I got the No Footage merchandise coming out this summer. I had a bodysuits for the ladies and the hats for everyone. So this one is more upbeat in my dance era. All of my songs, they sound catchy, but they all have a story behind them. So to answer your question, it's experience. Whenever I get time to myself, which I don't usually have, I'm pulled in a lot of places and I have to pour into a lot of people. So whenever I get time to myself, it's easy for me to write. And actually, that's all I gotta focus on. It's easy for me. It's getting time to do that.
Yeah. How long does it take you to write a song?
It depends.
Yeah.
It depends. The 2 beats that we produced from scratch on the first album, those were freestyles. Most of my songs are freestyles. Once I hear the beat,
right.
I kind of like record it right then, or I'll have the hook right there, and then when I get in the studio, I'll come up with the verses, or I may come up with the whole song right there, and that maybe in a couple of hours. Just vibe to it and listen to it over and over if I'm like really focused on it.
Right, locked in.
Yeah, so it really depends on how I'm trying to get it, because I could be like, all right, I got that hook to that one, I'm going on to the next one.
Right.
So it depends, but usually in a couple of hours, or mainly I freestyle. because I don't record everything I write. I only record what I feel. If I had to think too much to like put the words together, if it wasn't so much of a feeling, I don't like to record it.
Right. I feel that. So was Drunk Texting your first song that you put out?
Those were my college days with extra dry gin in the closet.
Yo, you was recording these in the closet?
Yeah, in the closet. With
what school was this?
Gin, Sam Houston State University.
Oh, you a Bearcat.
Yeah, I'm a Bearcat.
How you do it?
I'm a Bearcat. Shout out to all the Bearcats out there.
Man, I wanted to go to SFA so bad.
Why would you bring that up?
Because that's y'all's rival. I had to. I wanted to go.
Man, them homecomings sick.
Hey, listen to me. Listen.
Sick.
I went to Blinn and one.
You look like you.
Yeah, I went to Blinn. I was there when Cam Newton was there. 2010. You feel me?
Cutting up.
Man, we was out there cutting up.
And
then we came to homecoming at Sam Houston for a weekend and was bunking in the Motel 6 off the freeway.
Yeah.
Deep.
Yeah.
Broke. Niggas was broke. And they had the party at
the fairgrounds.
Yes. In that little hall. It was hot in there. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, because it wasn't.
It was hot up in there.
No AC or nothing. I just thought about that.
It was hot in that joint.
Inside, outside.
Facts. Sweating all clothes out.
I'm just not thinking about it like I don't get it.
Facts. Those were fun times.
Man, and I'm not a partier.
But you're in college. You got to.
I'm a very go to class, do my work, go home. Like, even when I had my phase of video modeling, we'll talk about that, but I show up with my makeup done ready, and I go home. I'm not showing up to the set, getting my makeup done like some of the girls, and then they gotta wait on them, or they go mingle and be unprofessional. Can't do my job.
What kind of video model were you?
The question. I would say damn near everything I said I wanted to do when I was little, I've tried it.
Yeah.
And or did it. Video girl was one of them. Let me see, when did I start? So 2015 was a huge year. 2015 to 2017. That was my reality show video girl era. So I was behind the scenes a lot with Real World and Love and Hip Hop. Those reality shows, Bad Girls Club. So I have that. And as far as my videos go, I've been in videos with Boosie, Young Jeezy, his Church in the Streets project, Fetty Wap's My Way. I think I've been in quite a few Paul Wall videos with Paul Wall, Johnny Dane, quite a few people. I think the last video I did was Church in the Street, one of the videos, that project with Jeezy, and I was just like, I'll never that phase is over for me. Because I wasn't the type of woman that would be successful in that realm, so to speak. And I didn't like catering to somebody else who doesn't value my time. So I said that was the last video I'll do, because I was the first one there and I was the last one to leave. Probably got 2 seconds. And you wouldn't even know if I didn't have all the footage, and stuff like that. So I said, this is the very last video I'm doing. Like, I literally flew out there and flew back, like, same day type stuff, just to do that. So it's a lot of effort and stuff that's put into somebody else's stuff. I don't, and when it's not appreciated or, I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that too much. It's not worth it to me. So that was the end of that video, girl face.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
very interesting.
I pretty much tried or did anything I wanted to do or said I wanted to be.
Model.
Yeah. That's where I mainly built most or some of my connections. Like, I've had the same connection since I've started having confidence to be into entertainment full time since I was 20. So if you ever heard of Bobby J, I'm there in the half of 97.9 and Radio 1, I'm cool with. All the connections I've been cool with everybody since I was 20, which has been a decade now. So I'm real big on relationships. And I'm a Virgo, so once I get comfortable with you, I'm good. I like to know who I'm dealing with, and I like to keep dealing with those people. I don't break away too much unless I'm forced to, or
Right.
So yeah.
You learn something new all the time. I wasn't expecting you to say that you were a video girl. I was not expecting you to say that.
And I would never call myself that.
Yeah.
So that's why I put that in.
A model.
Yeah, and then I don't even use that anymore. They just fuck everything up. But yeah.
I understand. So you got a song called True Colors. This joint has 1.6 million.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
that is funny.
Listens on SoundCloud. Like 1.6 million.
And it's so cringe.
Like 1.6 million.
And it's so cringe.
Then your next song,
it's so
Stalker cringe. Vision, has 3.5 million listens. Like,
yeah, True Colors was the first professional song I put out. Like, I put it out on platform and stuff. And I didn't know how to work it and stuff at the time, so I didn't keep it on there. It was like on it for a year. But it's so cringe. That song took me forever to record, to rearrange. It didn't take me forever to write to it. But I was just starting out, like, singing like that, and so to get comfortable with my voice,
right?
We changed it so many times with rearranging and stuff to just get it to a point where I was satisfied with. So yeah, and then Stalker Visions was the next chapter. Now I've definitely been offered opportunities from that, and that goes to knowing what you want, doing your research, which a lot of people are still eager to just be in that space,
right,
if you will, and they don't take care of their business. And just unfortunately and fortunately, I was getting great offers, but unfortunately I knew my business, and it wasn't really a benefit to me at the time. So kept working, kept grinding until I eventually get what I feel is necessary, for the ethic and the work I have.
I saw that. I said, wait, huh?
Yeah.
1.6, 3.5. I showed my homeboy that was here last night. I said, bro, he said, bro, you lying. I said, look, it's right there in living color.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Chris Brown actually, when I put Drunk Texting out, he actually released his Drunk Texting on my birthday. If you look at it, it was released on September 12th. That's my birthday. But yeah, it was I had learned to watch at a real early age. Well, in the beginning, me starting out, that a lot of people don't pay attention to, or that they believe that happens. But the record labels and everybody, A&Rs, get music and stuff all the time. So it's always believable when the bigger person, the one that's in the public persona, gets it, and nobody knows where it comes from or cares. So that's another thing to watch for that a lot of people don't, maybe go through, or they're not aware of.
Right. Yeah. What are some of the misconceptions of being an entrepreneur that people think?
That is easy. That is easy, that is meant for everybody, that is a piece of cake, that you can do it too. Man, so many, a lot of people even like, oh, I could do that. And you very, very well can. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. Everybody is not a leader. Everybody is not a boss. And it's like people, I don't know, shun that, or they don't understand that, because Jesus have followers. Like, it's okay to not be a leader. Like, Every leader needs followers. And it's okay to know that about yourself and just make sure you're in the best environment for you to grow, in the best possible way. I would definitely say that's the hugest misconception, that it's easy and that everybody is supposed to be doing it. And it's not.
It's not
true.
I understand that. Now talk to me about this beautiful mind, Bill.
I like how you do your research. So being in a criminal justice background, forensic counseling, I wanted to be a forensic psychologist. I still am pondering with that idea, even though I have the credentials.
Right.
I've been thinking, 29, so I've been thinking of what I want to do long term and where I would be happy long term. So that's the reason. You peace. Correct. So that's a main reason why I haven't really jumped into that. So the bill came along with I did
that was funny. She said I did and she hit me with the quick smile. That was 2-player. That was great. Oh
man, but I did I had a social media contract with Meta. So I did that for 4+ years while I was in Dallas.
Okay.
Until that contract ended. And basically I have to view content, on social media, from suicides to, killings to you name it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so everything that's on social media, from bullying. So how the people that you get mad at because your account is taken down or reported.
You're one of those people that you were one of those. Yeah, you were one of those people.
Yeah, so it was different protocols, from bullying, harassing, hate speech, suicide videos that we had to watch.
Like, how do you go home and just decompress from that? Like, that's crazy.
So you don't.
Yeah, I can imagine.
And it's a constant, everyday basis, and that's not even the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
Just suicide, but that's not the tip of the iceberg.
I can imagine.
Watch everything.
And this is just on Facebook platforms, or?
Correct, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
The Meta, yeah. Correct. So doing that for 4.5 years, we didn't have a wellness day. They gave us a wellness day, which was really 45 minutes a week.
That's not a day.
Right. 45 minutes. Yeah.
That's half a nothing.
That's not even an hour.
Yeah.
45 minutes a week that we can use to decompress or do a wellness activity, paint, draw, whatever, to get our mind right. 45 minutes a week, not a day, but a week. So
what am I doing with that?
Exactly. So, but with that, we had different activities to choose from as far as painting. We had sound bowls, walking. We had a few different things.
Thanks, Meta.
Yeah, that you can use. Not a big help, but to answer the question, that's where my curiosity started, because I was like, well, we're viewing this stuff behind the screen,
right?
And we're messed up.
Yeah.
And so, mind you, I'm a criminal justice major. And the easiest route I could have taken all these years is to become an officer.
Correct.
That's the easiest.
That's the easiest route.
Do that.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, these people gotta, like, I'm already messed up. I'm human, and I'm viewing this stuff on a screen, and these people I couldn't imagine having to be in front of this in person.
Yeah.
And I'm having a bad day.
How many people are on the team? Let me ask that before you continue on.
Well, it was like over 1,000 people in the whole company.
That's yeah.
But as far as like, they'll have different teams for each department. It's like one team will view nothing but videos. One team will view nothing but the comments that get reported.
Wow.
Nothing but hate speech. We had a hate speech team that views all hate speech. So it kind of depends on what category
they're looking for.
Separated, and they'll put up to, I guess, 100
people
on there.
On the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane.
Yeah. So I just really thought about that. Just basically like, man, they need, in officers, just with statistics and everything that I already know firsthand, and being in that, what would you call it, field already. I was basically just like, there needs to be mandatory, like stress management programs and wellness programs need to be mandatory for officers, because first things first, they even if given an option, I'm not going to take it, especially most men. I'm not going to take it. I'm going to self-medicate like I've been doing, which is drinking at the bar. Alcoholism is huge with law enforcement.
For sure.
So if it's mandatory, I just felt like it has no choice but to help when you're consistently doing it
and seeing it
and seeing the progress and the changes, because these officers are human
for sure. At the end of the day,
they don't get paid enough for two. You just gotta and it's some places, I want to say Michigan, wherever they had the first black mayor. He was a young man.
Kwame Kilpatrick.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think where he's at, he actually they actually approved for the first responders wellness program for the law enforcement. And if I'm not mistaken, Harris County had something similar like that, like a wellness camp for the officers pre-COVID, a couple of years pre-COVID. So I wanted to make that mandatory, especially for Texas, and if it, turns into something, nationwide, and great. But yeah, that's where it started, pretty much.
Working with the future mayor, I see.
Yeah, Chris Hollins, which he changed his position recently to city council. So now Sheila Jackson Lee is running. I've had made connections with Sylvester. I know this is his last term. But just trying to go to San Antonio, because that's where the Army is based, and I might get, a little bit more pull out there. But just trying to pitch that all over Texas, to make that mandatory, because they're human. And the system will never change, but at least we could put some programs or something,
do your part
for everybody to at least be a little bit odd.
Yeah, I feel that. Now you have a mobile luxury spa. How'd that come about, and what all services do you provide?
Man, well, the luxury mobile spa kind of came about with me taking the healing stuff full time while I was doing the contract. Because of the wellness stuff I was trying to decompress on my own. I started getting into sound bowls a lot, meditation a lot. Started doing my research on Janae Aiko, which incorporates that a lot in her music. And again, I was trying to combine it with what I'm already doing. Like, I could do this with my music and combine that. But it just ended up being a love to heal and to want to bring that to others. So I ended up getting training to become a Reiki master right before I made my tea. So Reiki master. And I trained and learned how to perfect the sound bowls for healing and vibrational therapy. And I was going into houses before that. And this was pre-COVID. No, during COVID. So it was like at the end of it, like the first year after. So I was like, man, I don't have, again, I'm doing everything by myself. And the equipment and massage table and everything would be, heavy. And I was like, man, if I just had help just to carry the equipment so I won't be all stressed out. I was like, getting here because I done carried all this stuff, it would really be a great help. I had my god brother out there. He probably stayed out there for maybe 2 days. I was just like, this is why I'm by myself all the time, because
I get it done.
Humans are just not dependable. So I'm like, I need a way that I don't need nobody. And the bus came about. As soon as I thought about that, I found the bus like a couple of weeks later. You could. I purchased it. I start, moving. I took all the seats out, did the floors and everything, and I slowly but surely redesigned the inside. But I was doing sessions in the middle of me redesigning. I'm definitely the type of person that I like to go. I'm not wait for everything to be together and do it. Or I wouldn't do anything. So yeah, that's how that came about. And that is, I have the only luxury mobile spa in Texas. I have the only holistic mobile spa that I know of in the States. The only other mobile spas are in Atlanta or Florida, and they're more beauty based, like nails and hair
and all that.
Nobody does holistic healing on wheels. Yeah, I like being an originator. I feel like God created me to be an individual, and it would be a dishonor to His time to be like anybody else.
I like that.
Yeah, buddy.
And you building a dating app.
My gosh. Yeah, I created a dating app.
What brought this out?
Pre-COVID.
Dating was trash for you? You can be honest.
I didn't really indulge in dating, to be honest, because I'm so picky. I'm barely attracted to people like every few years on some weird shit. Don't have that, problem the other way around. But yeah, as far as dating, I'm into astrology. I study astrology, still learning. But it's basically an astrology based dating app to actually help find. So it's called Flame, Finding Love Around Me Everywhere. That's what it stands for. It's already been copywritten and stuff. Because I ran into, a lot of stuff with my businesses, especially my spa and stuff. Like, as soon as like black blogs and stuff posting my stuff, then you'll see somebody doing it. It's like, yeah, so real careful on my paperwork.
Exactly.
But yes, it's so that you can not only find relationships, but friendships. And if you want to fling, great. But it'll be more help based to find like long lasting connections, if you will. And I think most of the other apps, which I was in Dallas, and the Match.com that owns Tinder and all the dating apps is in Dallas. So yeah, I just looked at the competition and combined what I was already interested in and combined it what they were missing with a few other components that a lot of dating apps are missing that would be a key standout. But I can't mention it. But yeah, it's an astrology based dating app. So I'm still developing it. Trying to get some app developers together. But yeah, I can't do everything for myself.
She is a woman of many talents.
Yeah, I am definitely an innovator. Like it's always good to have investors and stuff around because I have great inventions. Yeah, at least I feel.
It sounds like it. It definitely sounds like it. I am taking heed of all your inventions that you are coming up with. Trust me. Yeah, I did my research.
Yes, you did.
It's a disservice to not do my research on a guest, especially if I ask them to be on the show. I can't just give cookie cutter interview that everybody,
like every other American does. That's why most artists like going overseas because they do more research.
I got to do my research.
So you did that.
Most definitely.
You did that.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
I appreciate that.
No, anytime. I got you. Before we get out here, I want to thank the beautiful Kie. I ain't gonna give her real name, man. I know her real name too, and her last name. You hear me? I'm gonna let the beautiful Kie give all of her socials where you can reach out to her, where you can get some of the mobile luxury spa days, where you can get some of the Reiki. Did I say it right? Whoa, look at me. The Reiki teas, where you can get, you can learn some more about the beautiful mind bill as well. I'm gonna let her give all her socials out to you. Yeah, and you can listen to her music as well. Don't think I forgot about the music.
Don't think you forgot. Well, first things first with the music. My new single, No Footage, is out everywhere on all platforms. That's the first single from the Sips Tea Volume 2, which will be released this fall. And the second single, Explode, will be released this late summer. So look out for that, including the merchandise for No Footage, the hats, and the bodysuits. As far as my tea, you can find my Reiki Powered Tea on Walmart.com. And you can also go to it on
Walmart. Y'all heard her.
Kie Speciality Tea.com. You're okay. That's KIES Specialty Tea.com. And as far as my luxury mobile spa, anytime you need appointments or need of healing, you can go to GVHExperience.com.
GVHExperience.com. Y'all heard her.
For good vibes, holistic experience, because it is
She got
an
an acronym
experience.
for everything. Woo. Hey, I'm just trying to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm just here to steer the ship. This is all about her. This her show. I'm just here to steer the ship. She gave you all the information where you can reach out.
Yeah,
rewind the footage.
Don't forget.
Go back 15 seconds if you missed anything.
And you can catch me on all social medias at DaBeautifulKey. That's the Beautiful Key on all social media platforms. Remember, each tea bag can be used up to three times. It's the only Reiki Powered Tea brand in the world. And I have flavors in different teas that combat different medical issues such as high blood pressure, allergies, respiratory issues, and more, diabetes, blood sugar regulation, and more. So I have Nana's Favorite, Super Green. I brought some samples on the table: Cold and Flu, Feel Good, Stress Assassin, Good Vibes. So I have a lot of different blends that'll help boost your energy and immune system.
Don't forget about your sea moss lemonades.
Yeah, you can't forget. I have the only sea moss iced tea on
Walmart.com.
It's
I don't know why I said lemonade.
Nana's Favorite is the name. So if you type in Nana's Favorite or Kie Specialty Tea on Walmart.com, you'll find it and go straight to it.
Walmart. Y'all heard what she said. Distribution. You hear me?
Yes, indeed. And if ever you're in Barron Studios, the main one, I also have Kie Specialty Tea located inside of Barron Studios as well.
Oh, inside of OG Barron? Mm-hmm. Ooh, I ain't been to OG Barron in a long time.
Hot teas are there. Cold teas will be coming soon.
Y'all heard what the lady said, man. She just doing it all by herself.
With the support of Colin, Lou, and Kay. Who's featured on BDC. That's my mom, grandmother, and my little brother.
There it is. There it is, man. The lady gave you everything you need to know, man. And I want to thank the beautiful Kie for coming through for episode 128. We had some technical issues, but we got it resolved. We're here.
And we did it.
And we did it. And I told her that the interview was going to be great. I told her that it was going to be great.
Oh, and I totally forgot.
Uh-oh. Oh, yes.
I have my very own tarot card.
Oh, so your own?
Tarot cards I designed.
What don't she do?
I designed each tarot card. Each tarot card is basically based off of the Sips Tea collection, which will feature 3 volumes. So once the 3rd volume comes out, then the complete full deck will be available for purchase. So stay tuned, y'all.
Multifaceted. I'm going to look through them.
I can actually do a reading for you. You want to pick a card?
Oh, wow.
I'm not supposed to.
Oh, I'm not supposed to look at them?
Yeah, not if you want to pick a card. You ready?
Yeah, I'll pick a card. Before we get out of here, while she's shuffling the deck. I've never done it before, but I'm going to pick a card tonight.
Whatever message you
Let's see. Any card?
Any card. Whatever message.
Go with this. Romance, seduction, flirting, lovers. Hey, man.
Hey, sounds like a good weekend, right? Hey, y'all, stay tuned.
Jerm ain't getting no romance, no seduction, no flirting, no love. Don't let her fool y'all.
Right now.
Jerm ain't...
Triple H, what a perfect song.
Hey,
telling you,
I told her about the Triple H last.
Everything worked.
If you don't know what Triple H is,
Hennessy, hundreds, and
head, boy. Oh man, I could use all 3 right about now, boy.
You know,
golly.
Or I'd say you know, never know.
Hey,
I
man.
had so much fun.
I
101
appreciate
with
you.
Jerm and the
I
beautiful
appreciate
Kie.
you. Hey, man, episode 128. You heard what she said, the beautiful Kie. I want to thank her yet again for coming through and spending some knowledge and giving us some more insight on everything that she has going. If you have some dope artists and dope entrepreneurs like Kie that you want me to interview, you have some dope products like the Reiki teas, the tarot cards, the sea moss teas. If you have anything like that, send it to my email, 2westboys@gmail.com. That's the number 2, WESSBOYZ. Don't forget, rate, comment, like, and subscribe.
Yes.
I'm everywhere. I'm on all social media. I mean, I'm on all DSP platforms and YouTube. Give me a like. Y'all like everybody else that y'all don't know.
Yeah,
Come give me a like. Come give me a subscribe. Y'all subscribe to everybody else that y'all don't know. Give me a subscription. Some more dope content coming your way, man. I'm everywhere on all social media platforms. 1-on-1 with Jerm, except Twitter. It's WTH on there. But everywhere else, including Meta, it's 1-on-1 with Jerm. Search for your boy. Give me a rate, comment, and subscribe. As like I said, like all the good stuff, what all the kids say. My button should pop up here. Don't forget, like the FOMO Podcast Network on Instagram. We have some dope podcasts on the network. Go give them a listen. The Vibe Check is one of them. As always, man, till episode 129. Remember, stay positive, pray, and blessing will manifest. We gone. Peace.